All right, so let's just get started with our necks. We're just gonna look down and up. And one more time each way, and then center the chin before you look side to side. And one more time each way, and then center that chin before you take ear to shoulder. And one more time each way. And then center the chin before we do half neck circles. So look down and bring a chin up to one shoulder, circle it down around, and then up to the other shoulder. Back and forth between those two positions, loosening up gently through that neck. Good, and one more time each way, and then bring the chin down before the head comes up. Drop the arms and go into some vertical arm scissors here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Step wide, arms overhead. We're going to go into some trunk circles. So bend to the side and then circle it down and around and come back up on the other side. Then switch directions. And engaging through that core to control this. So not just swinging it around, but controlling it the whole way, right? Pull that belly button in towards the spine. Engage that pelvic floor to cue that deep inner core. Good, and just last time here. Very good. Drop those arms, and then you're just gonna hinge forward at the hips and twist and tap. You can tap the floor in front of you, or you could tap the opposite leg. And strong through the core. Chest is lifted from the sternum. Pull the belly button in and engaging that deep inner core as you twist, 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 twist. Good, we've got 8 more, and then we're gonna hang center. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just hang center here. Get a good stretch through the back of those legs. Just let that lower back open up. Let those muscles relax to let yourself sink deeper into this. Good, and then when you're ready, pull the belly button in towards the spine, engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core, and roll it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Okay, so we're gonna start with some step backs here. So I want our feet to be about hip width apart and just parallel toes facing forward. And we'll step back with one foot, and 2 options. As always, you can keep it up high and just bend the knees here, come back to center, switch sides and bend there. Or you're going to touch the ground, step back, right, and touch the ground with the same arm as you're stepping back with. All right, so either up or down. Starting now, here we go. Strong through that core. Chest stays lifted from the sternum. Pull the belly button in towards the spine. Oops. And you're trying to step back into the same footprint each time. So trying not to travel, but really engaging through that core to help stabilize and come back to the same spot each time you step back to the center. Good. Pull belly button in. Engage that pelvic floor to cue that deep inner core. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Step about shoulder width apart here, and we're going to roll it down vertebrae by vertebrae. So pull the belly button in, engage that core, and roll it down and let it hang. Straighten through the back of those legs to get a good stretch there. Gently allow that lower back to ease open and relax. Try to relax to sink, let yourself sink a little bit deeper into this. Good, and then pull the belly button in towards the spine. Engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core and roll it up nice and strong through the core, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, so you're gonna grab chair or bar to start here, and we're gonna bring it over to this side. Now, setting up in turnout, I want you to, you'll start with fourth position plie. So you'll take this outside foot and you're gonna, the positioning when you step it back is gonna be so that this big toe on this side is a couple inches behind that heel of the front, all right? But you're still turned out here. And then you're gonna do a plie here, and then you're gonna step out, keeping turnout, and do a plie and second. So shoulders come right over those hips. So it's plie and plie. Now, if you want, you can keep those the hand on your hip, or you could bring it to follow along with me. So I'll bring it out and up. All right, for second, and in that fourth position, I'll bring it up overhead. So core is staying nice and strong to keep shoulders at all times right over those hips, right? So that upper body just comes with those hips right to where you are. Good. All right, we're gonna do 8 more like this. So it's 8 and 8, 7, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one here. Now we're going to switch it up and do 3 pulses in this position, 1 plie, back to 3 pulses here. All right, so it's 3, 2, 1, and then 1 over there. 3, 2, 1, and 1. 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 4 more like this. 2, 1, and 1. 3, 2, 1, and 1. 3, 2, 1, and 1. 1 more. 2, 3, and 1. Now we're going to progressively lower for 3 in this position, and the 1 plie in second and back here. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 1. 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 4 more. 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 2 more. 2, 3, and 1. Last 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now, holding this fourth position, I don't know if I mentioned, but that back heel can be up for that. You could have it down and do your plies like that, or you could have that back heel up and that will allow you to bring it a little bit lower. All right, so from this position here, we're going to bring it down and do little pulses here. So pulse, pulse, pulse it out. Good. We're doing 3 sets of 8 here, so keep going nice and strong. We're halfway through already before our holds. Good. In 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, we're going to hold bottom of the position. Good. Hold low. Whew, keep holding. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Good. Now we're going to switch that all to the other side. So moving the chair bar over to the other side, or moving yourself to the other side of it, and then set up in that natural turnout here. So again, for that fourth, I want you to step back. So there's a couple inches behind this big toe and the heel of the front. And you can do your fourth position here. You could keep that heel flat on the ground in the back one, or you can bring it up. And so we'll do a single here, and then a single second plie here. Make sure shoulders stay over those hips, don't lean forward. All right, and then arms are optional, so you can keep them here, or if you want, you can follow along with me. I'll bring it up and out. Good. Shoulders stay right over those hips, right? So core engages to bring those shoulders exactly over those hips at all times. Eight more like this, so it's 8 and 8, 7, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 1. Now we come here for 3 pulses and 1 step out to that second position plie. So 3 here, it's 3, 2, 1, and 1. 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 4 more. 2, 3, and 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. 2 more. 2, 3, and 1. Last 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now we progressively lower here for 3 and still the 1 out for second. So it's down, 2, 3, and 1. 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 4 more. 2, 3, and 1. Down, 2, 3, and 1. 2 more. 2, 3, and 1. Last 1, 2, 3, and 1. Good. Now stepping into that fourth position, heel in the back is either down or up, and hand to hip. We're just going to go into pulses low for 3 sets of 8. Pulse it out. Good. Nice and low. If you want these harder, just take them lower. Press, press, press it out. We're halfway through. Press, press, press. Now 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're going to hold these low. Good. Hold low. And just keep holding. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. All right. Now we're going to move that bar or chair in front of us. And we're going to burn out those second position plies. So I want you to be in natural turnout from your hips so that when you bend those knees and toes are in line. I want you to be close enough to the chair, to the back of the chair, or your bar that you're not feeling like you have to lean forward, right? So you want to be nice and close, shoulders stay over those hips, and you're just bending those knees, not leaning forward at all. Now, with the feet, I'll give you the option. You could keep them flat on the floor for these, or you could come up to demi point. All right, so we're just gonna start with singles here, down, and up. So right away, checking in with that form. First thing I want you to make sure you're not doing is leaning forward, shoulders right over those hips. Chest lifted from the sternum, belly button in, head reaches tall. Finding and maintaining that nice plumb center line through your body. Good, so 8 more like this, then we're gonna slow it down to count to 2. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we go down for 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 4 more, 2, up 2, and down 2, up 2. 2 more, 2, up 2, last 1, 2, now 4. So down 2, 3, 4, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and low, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and low, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, 4 more to go, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, 2 more, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Take hips low, pulse it out, pulse, pulse, little pulses. If you want more work on these, just take them lower, not as high. You want maximum and constant contraction on those quads as you press, press, press it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. We're just gonna hold the bottom of the movement and hold here. Good, just keep holding, nice and strong. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it up, shake those legs. We're gonna give those quads and calves a stretch here. So grab an ankle, point that knee to the floor, and then accentuate that stretch on the front of that thigh by tilting that pelvis forward or tucking that tailbone under, squeezing those glutes. All those things will help enhance that stretch on the front of the thigh. Good, and then we're gonna switch that to the other side now. The other ankle, point that knee to the floor. So what I mean there is not out to the side like this, but down. Tilt that pelvis forward, tuck that tailbone under, gauge those glutes. Good, all right, and then let's get those calf muscles. So press a heel back behind you, in towards the floor. Reach the rest of the body forward as you're pressing that heel towards and into the floor. And then we'll switch that to the other side. And again, pressing that heel into the floor as you reach the rest of your body forward. Good. All right, let's bring it up. We're going to move the bar or chair out of our way. So you'll need room to step behind you. So this is a combo here. And I might just show to the side. So I'm going to start with this foot. So that's my right, just depending on if I'm mirrored to you or not. You know, go with mirroring me. If it's your left, you could go with that. But what we'll do is, so everything's gonna be on that first. So we squat, so my feet are hip width apart, and we come into a squat. Chest lifted, belly button in, butt reaches out, press that weight through the heels, come back up. Then I step that back, and I go into a lunge, back, and then back to the squat. So it's like squat and lunge, all right? On this foot to start. Excuse me, tickle in my throat there. All right, so squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. For that squat, weight in the heels. Lunge. Squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. Squat, lunge, squat and lunge. Keep going. Squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. Keep it going. Weight in the heels for that squat. Squat, lunge. Squat, lunge. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one each way. Good. Now, still on this side, take that step back for that lunge, and I want us to take it low, and I want us to pulse, pulse, pulse it out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold low. Take it a bit lower. And one more time, a little bit lower here. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it up. Now we gotta do that on the other side, right? So it's squat, butt reaches out, weight through those heels, and then step that foot back for the lunge. So it's squat and lunge, squat and lunge, squat, lunge, squat, and lunge. Weight to the heels, lunge it back. Heels, lunge, heels, lunge, heels, and lunge. Second set, and back. Squat and lunge, squat and lunge, squat and lunge. Halfway through, lunge back. Press weight in the heels, lunge back, squat, lunge back, squat, lunge back. For 8, 8, 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Good. Then with this foot, you're going to step it back for that lunge. You're going to take it low, and you're going to pulse, pulse, pulse it low. Good. Keep pulsing. For 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, we're going to hold this low. Good. Hold low. And take it a bit lower and hold. And one more time, lower here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, good, bring it up. Shake those legs. We're gonna give those quads a stretch to start, and then we'll do a figure 4 stretch as well. So pointing that knee to the floor, tilt that pelvis forward, tuck that tailbone under, enhancing that stretch on the front of the thigh. Try to go a little bit deeper in that stretch, that thigh. Good, and then switch that to the other side. Pointing that knee to the floor. Accentuating that by tilting that pelvis forward, tucking that tailbone under, engaging those glutes, and try to go a bit deeper into that stretch. Good, and now we're gonna go to a figure 4 stretch. So ankle across the knee, sit into those hips and glutes. You can let that lower back open with this one as well. Try to relax those muscles to sink deeper into this one. Good, and then switch that to the other side. Ankle across the knee. Sit into those hips and glutes. That lower back, relax and open up here too. Relax those muscles to let yourself sink deeper into this. Very good. All right, we're coming down to the mat for abs. So feel free to adjust as needed to come down to the mat. When you are down on the mat, just sit first as we're going to roll down with control to open up through that spine. So I want you to think about bending the spine vertebrae by vertebrae, engaging that core, pulling the belly button in to help control vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowest part's going to be at that lower back where everything's more compressed. You got to work a little harder to feel each bend, vertebrae by vertebrae, and lowering all the way down. Very good. So we're going to start with our roll up, and so you can do it straight leg. I'm going to show modified first. So arms overhead. So modified, you're going to start by coming up vertebrae by vertebrae as you're inhaling, and you can bend those knees. At the hardest point, you're going to engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core. Start your exhale, and you can trace those hands alongside the legs to help you out here. Then you straighten and reach, and here you're exhaling all the air out as you pull the belly button in. So you're trying to create like a stomach vacuum as you reach as far forward as you can. And then you are reversing it and coming down vertebrae by vertebrae. Now you can bend those knees at this part and then straighten them. All right, and if you're doing everything straight, it's an inhale. As you start to come up vertebrae by vertebrae, engage that pelvic floor, start your exhale, pull the belly button in where you know the hardest point is, reach forward as far as you can, and exhale all that air out as you pull that belly button in as far as you can, and reach forward as far as you can. Don't forget that part of the movement. It's not just a great stretch, but it's good detoxification for those lungs to get as much air out as you can. And it's good work for them. And then also pulling that belly button in as you reach as far forward. So you will gain flexibility with this one, but also you're working not just the deep core, but as you're pulling that belly button in, you're working those abdominals, working on that waistline. It's a good shaper as well. So, as always, I like to accentuate that end part of the movement because so many people think it's about this part, which yes, that is where you're really gaining core strength here too, but this is so important. Reach forward, pull belly button in, exhale all that air out. And then reverse. Good. So with this, you can also try to keep those arms right by the ears, right? Though I'm not super strict about that. Maybe it's because years ago I did the Mari Windsor Pilates where you can reach forward, but my Pilates training to teach the classes is you should have those arms by those ears to get the most out of this one. So it's good practice. Inhale, engage and start that exhale. Pull belly button in, reach as far forward as you can. Good. And we're going to just do one more of these. Inhale up. And reach forward as you exhale all that air out and pull that belly button in as far as you can, creating a stomach vacuum there. And then rolling it back down, nice and controlled, vertebrae by vertebrae. All right, so we're going to start with, we're going to straighten our legs here. And you could keep your head on the ground if you have any neck sensitivities here, or you're going to take those shoulder blades just off the mat here. Straighten those legs like arrows. Pull this, like you can hold it here, here, or all the way at the ankle, and you're going to pull that straight leg towards you. You're going to do 2 little exhale breaths, like as you do 2 little pulses, pulling this to you. You're pulling the belly button in, you're engaging that pelvic floor to cue that deep inner core. And then you switch. Straighten those legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. 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 One more each side. And last one there. Good. Pull knees in and gently relax down. And now, same idea, but we're going to do that with bent knees. So pull one knee in towards you and the other out to 45. You can keep the shoulder, so this arm is on the inside of the knee. This one is on the outside, more towards the side of the leg or the ankle. I guess I could show maybe this way first, and then you can see that side there. All right, so you can bring that shoulder blade up. You're going to tug this knee in towards you twice with 2 little exhales. So like, right, and then switch. And switch. Pull belly button in. Engage that pelvic floor to cue the deep inner core. I try to exaggerate that sound of that breath so that you guys can follow along. One more each way. Last one. Good. Pull knees in for a moment and bring it down. Now, where we're going here, we're going to do crisscross but with straight legs. So I'm stacking my palms underneath my head just to cradle that head. We're going to straighten the legs. So if you think about crisscross, it's normally with the bent knee and you twist, and bent knee and twist. But what we're doing to start here is with straight leg. So you're going to bring straight leg in towards you and then other leg. So it's like that with the legs. We're doing like that first one we did with the single straight legs, but we're doing it in the crisscross. All right, so it's here and then here. Here and here. Straighten those legs. Pull belly button in. Straighten. Pull belly button in. As you twist, 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 twist. Good. Twist. Straighten those legs. Twist, twist. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull those knees into the chest and gently relax for a moment. And then we're going to go to our regular bent knee crisscross here. So again, stacking. Now you could always stay down, modified, and you could just stay here, or do your twist, lower to the ground. Otherwise, you're going to lift those shoulder blades up off the mat and twist towards the bent knee and switch. Reach one leg out to 45, other knee comes in. Twist, 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 twist. Pull belly button in, twist, twist, twist. Keep going. Twist, twist, twist. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull those knees into the chest. And just gently rock and roll. Get a good back massage on that mat. Relax and release those core muscles and back muscles. And then you're going to straighten one leg long, other leg long. Reach arms overhead and create a nice lengthening stretch through that torso by reaching the fingers and arms one way and your toes and legs the other way, like you're being pulled from either direction. And nice lengthening stretch through that torso. All right, so we're going to roll so we can get onto all fours and do a cat-cow before we go into our arms here today. So we're going to come to all fours here, and I want you to think about bending that spine, reaching that spine towards the ceiling, letting the head and neck follow through with the arch of that spine. And you're really pulling that belly button in towards the spine to help reach that spine towards the ceiling. And then you're going to switch the other direction and arch that spine towards the mat. Again, letting the head and neck follow through with the arch of the rest of the spine. Good. And then you're going to do one more time each way. And then just push back into child's pose here and relax it out. All right. Bring it up. And then we're going to go into some arms here. So you could sit on a chair, you could sit with your feet forward, or you could follow along with me cross-legged. The important thing is that you can sit maintaining proper posture comfortably while you're doing this. So shoulders, I want them down. So I want you to lift the chest from the sternum, but I want you to keep those shoulders down. You're not like pulling them back. Chest lifted, strong and upright through that core. But shoulders, let's do 3 shrugs. So you're gonna pull them up towards your ears and then let them drop. That drop position is where I'm gonna want them for this arm work, but let's bring it up again. Shrug and drop. And one more time, shrug it up and drop. So keeping them in that drop position there. Now, with our arms today, we're gonna bring them down forward, so down though in this lower position, and then go up and then out. Down, up and out. Down, up and out. Down, up, out, down, up, out. Good. Check in. Shoulders are down. Chest lifted. Belly button in and strong through the core so you're not swaying here, but keeping really nice and still through that upper body, like through your torso, obviously not through the arms that are moving here. And shoulders stay down even though they're working. All right. So one more through here. Good. All right. Now I want us to switch directions here. So we're here and then out and up. Down, out, up. Down, out, up. Down, out, up. Down, out, up. Shoulders stay down, chest stays lifted, core is engaging to keep a nice still torso. Up, down, out, 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 up, down, out. Last one, down. All right. And now from here, I just want us to go from this lower position to this higher. Now I'm not pulling all the way back. You can, with my peripheral vision, I can see basically my pinkies, right? And then come down. Bring it up and then down and up and down. Shoulders stay down. Chest is lifted. Belly button in. Engage that pelvic floor to cue that deep inner core to help keep that upper body or that torso nice and still. Good. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Keep going. Lift and lower. Lift. Lower. Here's our last one here. Good. Now from this bottom position, coming up to that shoulder height. So down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Chest lifted, shoulders down. Strong through that core. Down, up, down, and up. Good. Lift, lower, and lift. Lower, lift, lower, and lift. 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and one more like this. Good. Now from here, we're going to go up and here. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So keeping shoulders down. Might be tempting for that neck to try to engage and pull those shoulders up to the ears. You don't want to do that. So keep those exterior neck muscles relaxed and shoulders down, even though they're working. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lower here. Now, with our arms, I want us to do jazz arms and jazz hands. So it's out. So my fingers are going in and out, and my arms are going in and out, and they're going here, 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 here. Not too specific about the positioning, but just you're progressively lowering, right? And with those jazz hands, here, 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 and here, 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 and here. Good. Shoulders down. Fingers working too. Here, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 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 2, 3, and 4. Last 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Now, with arms out here, palms are facing forward. I want you to think about this position being the center of a volleyball, and I want you to pretend, so with your hands, I want you to circle the hands from under the volleyball, back around the volleyball to the top of the volleyball, around the back and to the bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Shoulders, there's a rotation going on here as you rotate up and down, lift and lower, right? Take that palm around that ball. Good. Shoulders down, even though they're working. Good. Eight more. Here's 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last thing here, I want you to, as if you're holding the volleyballs here, pull those elbows in. Don't drop the volleyballs. Lift them up overhead. So pull in and press it up. In and press it up. In and up. In and up. Shoulders down. Chest lifted. Belly button in. Good. In, press it up. In, press it up. In, press it up. In, press it up. For 8, press. 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and then just little pulses at the top. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Don't drop those volleyballs. Those still pretend they're there. Press, press, press it out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Very good. So you're just going to bring an arm up and across to stretch that shoulder out here. You're going to release, lower slightly, pull it back in. And then other side, up and across at shoulder height. Stretch it in. Release, lower, pull back in. Just to get a different angle on that stretch of that shoulder. Good. And then take your hands to your lap, take an ear to a shoulder. So I just want you to gently open up through the side of the neck and top of that shoulder area there. And then switch to the other side. Not forcing anything, just nice and gentle here. And then switch to the other side one more time each way. Good, and then go back the other side. Bring that head up, look down, go into 3 half neck circles here. So just bringing that chin up to one shoulder, circling it back down, around up to the shoulder, at the other shoulder. Do that 3 times each way, and then bring the chin down before you bring the head back up. And then once that head is back up, do 2 or 3 shoulder shrugs back, 2 or 3 shoulder shrugs forward. Good. And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining me.